Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In this horror story episode, we will read a story from a countess named Sammy. This story is based on his true story. Let's jump into the story. I've been a bit nervous with telling my own weird experiences, but I thought it was about time I should. I only have had a couple of strange things happen in my life, but they have stuck with me cause of how freaky they were. My first experience occurred when I was around 3 years old. As with being that young, I don't remember much from that time, except for one vivid memory. My family had not long ago moved into a rental property in the suburbs of Melbourne. It was a nice enough house, small but cozy, perfect for a young family. One day during winter when darkness came early, I was sitting on the couch in the living room watching some television, when suddenly I felt the hairs on the back of my neck rise. I felt like I was being watched. I looked around the room in confusion. Everything was normal. I heard my parents cooking dinner in the kitchen, and my older sister was playing on the ground nearby. My instincts told me to turn and look out the window. Surprisingly, the curtains were opened even though it was pitch black outside, and Mom always closed them when the sun went down. Through the glass I could see the whole darkened front yard. A shiver ran down my spine as I searched the area, cause somehow I knew there was something out there. I froze in fear when I spotted a tall dark figure lurking under the large tree that stood in the middle of the lawn. This thing looked humanoid, but I couldn't see any detail. It was just jet black, like my eyes couldn't quite focus on it when I looked right at it. I couldn't see its face, but I somehow knew it was looking right at me. I had the feeling that whatever this was, it didn't have good intentions. All I remember is thinking bad when I saw it. What was even stranger was that the pale glow from the street lights left the yard in shadow. But the dark figure cast no shadow. It felt like forever, but was probably only a few minutes that I stood terrified staring at this thing. My heart was thundering in my chest. But then suddenly I was snapped from its trance by the sound of my mom's voice calling us to dinner. Blinking blearily, I glanced over my shoulder to where my mom was setting the plates on the table. What really scared me though is that when I looked back outside, the figure was gone, like it was never there. This other experience isn't scary, it's just weird. I was 5 years old when this happened. My family had recently moved into our new permanent home. At that time, my older sister, who was 6 at the time, and I slept in bunk beds, which every now and then we would swap beds. So this night I was in the top bunk, while my sister was on the bottom bed. It was the middle of the night, and something woke me up. Half asleep, I peered over the side of my bed. At first there was nothing, but then I heard some rustling coming from the closet across from me. This sound had also woken up my sister, and therefore we both witnessed what happened next. A small black bird shot from the closet and darted under the beds. Freaked out, I asked my sister if she just saw what I did, which she then confirmed that she had with a nervous whisper. We then agreed to call out for our mom. After a short time, my mom came into our room, asking what was wrong. When we explained what had just occurred, she bent down and searched under the bunk beds. When she had finished searching all around, she told us that there was nothing there. The bird had just vanished. I thought it was a dream, until I asked if my sister or mom remembered it. They both said they did. Freaky. Extra weird stuff. Recently I was looking through old pictures and found one that shocked me. It's of my older sister, younger brother, and I at my grandparents' holiday house on the coast of Victoria. It was taken on Easter Day in 2007, where we are trying out our chocolates that the Easter Bunny had delivered. My mom says that for some reason, all the pictures from that roll of film came out damaged. This is one of them, and I'm sure I see a black shadow standing behind the curtain in the closet in the background. I thought it was a jacket at first, but the clothes hangers are much higher, as you can see the empty one to the left. This closet is always empty anyway, as it's never used. It's strange cause we have never had anything happen in this house that I know of. It was built by my grandparents in the 80s and has been used by my whole family as a getaway. It's in a quiet area near a beach and surrounded by wildlife. It always freaked me out how silent and dark it was there at night. But that's only due to the fact that I'm used to living on a busy road in the suburbs of Melbourne. Any suggestions on what it could be would be appreciated. Thanks for watching. Keep support us with give us like, share, and subscribe. If you have a horror experience story, send us on our email. I put the email on the description section below. I will choose the most horrible experience for our next episode. See you guys, and peace out.